is Bertie Bazar.
The RDG Hexagon girls, if you have an out-of-warranty Chevy Cruze, Captiva, or Isuzu KB300 automatic that needs a gearbox and differential repair, call RDG now for their winter specials. It's Naomi, that's Pumza, and it's time for bantamweight action. Cal Pacino making his debut, taking on Gareth Buirski.
Fighter, you ready? Fighter, ready?
And Bertie Bazar gets us started. It's a 3-round affair in the bantamweight division. In the black with the red trim, that's Cal Pacino. The black and the blue, Gareth Buirski. Round 1, brought to you by 7 Stars.
Buirski circling early on.
You know, Dirk, some people say I'm the lost Buirski. I'm like the little chubby Buirski that does commentary. Cal Pacino looking to establish a jab, trying to find his range early on in the fight.
It's also so difficult with Buirski because he's up and down and left and right, and he's moving angles and all the rest. And the next thing you know, he's coming in over the top with a big bowling right hand. Pacino lands a good strike early on.
Every one of the Buirski brothers are so incredibly durable. They can go throughout 3 rounds easily. They do it on a regular basis. It's just in their blood. These guys can grind. They can take a lot of shots.
Yeah, if there was something like 10-round MMA, they certainly would be able to compete in it, and I reckon they'd still be as fresh in the 10th round as they are in the first.
Could you imagine those 3 fighting over the last piece of pizza or one of their toys back in the day? I can only imagine what that was like in the Buirski house.
Yeah, it must have been a handful. Ellenor is trying to cut Buirski off. As you see, Buirski is moving left and right. He doesn't want him to just jump around and move all over the place. At the same breath, though, he's not really using that range. He's got a ton of reach, and he should just really, one would think, stay on the outside, start working, establishing that jab, landing a couple of shots.
Cal Ellenor, I know for a fact, and you can see him on the EFC Engage, how much he's really loved being in South Africa. I mean, he really enjoys this place. Watch out for the power of Buirski. We talked about it before.
Absolutely. Ellenor seems to be settling into a bit of a rhythm, seems to be getting a bit more comfortable. Sure, the butterflies have calmed down a little bit by now as well. Buirski just very, very active, circling to the left hand of Pacino. And Buirski, as his training partner earlier, is right in his own corner, listening to his coaches. Big right hand. There's a lot of power behind that shot. Make no mistake about it. Ellenor certainly, we talk about the power of Buirski, but you can see he has a vicious right hand as well. 2 TKO, KO victories and 3 submission victories to his credit. Has not seen...
Very patient, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's not really overextending right now. He's establishing his range and just very, very technical and very patient with his attacks.
Like to see Buirski throw a little bit more. Those leg kicks have certainly looked like at first 1 or 2 worked very well for him.
I think Buirski's landed more shots. He's just kind of on his back feet right now, and he really hasn't attacked.
He really has to close the distance between the two. Then he has to get into the pocket and trade, and there's that inside leg kick. Those always pay dividends as the fight wears on. Crowd getting behind Buirski now, but Ellenor throws a nice 1-2.
I mean, even with his guard up, Buirski's taking a lot of impact here and is backing him up.
Yeah, make no mistake, this is not where you've got the 16-ounce boxing gloves where even though your arms are up, the actual force doesn't come through. Certainly arms up. I've seen a guy break someone's forearm with a punch by having his guard up, so that certainly can get through the defenses. And Ellenor's also throwing those hard, straight punches.
Yeah, not a whole lot of hook to those punches at all.
Inside leg kick check that time by Ellenor.
So, you know, you talk about the king of the bantamweight division, that is Demar Pena. And how about the announcement of the Fighter reality show?
Yeah, that's going to be absolutely incredible.
Syed, his coach, is incredible. It's a big, big deal.
And how great it would be to get those two guys inside this hexagon again
Well,
as well.
I think that's you would imagine that's going to be the idea, right?
Yeah, certainly.
And here we go. Nice 1-2 there by Ellenor, a big looping punch.
Buirski with the inside leg kick again. Ellenor has a lot of power behind those punches. I think Buirski is very aware of that now as we go into the final seconds of this first round. Not taking chances, coming in, rushing in with his hands down.
This is a very interesting round here, round one. It's a filling out process, and I have a feeling they're going to take it up another notch when we get into round two. But when you got to try to judge this round, that's going to be a little difficult. Just because Buirski was kind of on his back feet the entire time, he was in retreat mode. I think he may have landed more, but I think by backing up the entire time, I think that may work against him in that first round.
And all the shots that Ellenor landed, Buirski had his defenses up, but it just seemed like they were harder and they were more accurate. That Buirski threw a lot of shots, a lot of them didn't land, a lot of them landed as well, but it's very difficult to score. Very, very difficult to score. You generally look at, even though Buirski is fighting in his own corner out of his own accord, that's where he wants to be.
Look at that impact. Look how far that pushes Gareth Buirski back.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a ton of power behind those shots. So as I was saying, even though Buirski is doing what he wants to do by fighting in his own corner, in the judge's eyes, it looks like Ellenor is controlling the pace. He's got the other guy on the back foot. He's got him up against the fence. So certainly in terms of hexagon control, he gets that tick over there. You look at that, and it comes down to small things when a round has been close. It might be something as small as hexagon control. That might be what actually gives him the round.
A close round indeed. We'll see if these fighters can open up here in round number two. See if they start letting them go and get a little bit more aggressive. I'd like to see Buirski really get aggressive in this round and kind of maintain. And that's exactly what he does. He comes right out of the chute. And it looks like he's trying to get into the center of the hex. Round two brought to you by 7 Stars Energy Drink.
Yeah, well, he has to get inside the pocket to trade with Ellenor. He doesn't have the reach, and Ellenor is now, as you can see, he's settling into a rhythm now. He's feeling more comfortable. He doesn't look as stiff as what he looked in that first round, or the beginning of the first round anyway. Shoulders are nice and loose. He's moving more fluidly.
He really goes after that body, too. You see those big punches that he throws to the body, Cal Ellenor. Those can end fights.
And I mean, Ellenor's a massive guy for bantamweight. Really, really big guy for bantamweight. Now Buirski tries to close the gap. Can he look for a takedown? Pulls out of it. Ellenor with a big swing and a miss with his knee.
And you talked about the British invasion that we've had here in the EFC. So many great
Big
fighters.
shots.
Ellenor over the top with the right hand and backed up Buirski again. But nice recovery by Gareth Buirski.
Man, he's got some power. Well, Buirski can take a shot, and even though those defenses were up, those certainly will take some out of you.
Yeah.
Just
really
that explosive
really pushing his weight here on Gareth Buirski. But now Buirski does a great job using that low stature, that short stature, to really push him around on the fence.
You hear his coach saying, take the one leg. He wants him to get the takedown. Now he's dropping down. He might get this. Good defense so far by Ellenor, but Buirski's going to get it.
Oh, he just snatched that leg off from underneath, and that's the power of Gareth Buirski.
He's in half guard, and he's looking to trap an arm as well as Buirski. Pacino's looking to try and get back to his feet, trying to get out of his position, but this is a great spot for Buirski. He's got a very, very good ground and pound game, but Ellenor gets half guard, gets full guard now. So Buirski's going to have to work here if he wants to keep this thing standing and keep this position. So far, he's done very well. Now looking for the arm bar
Exactly.
is Ellenor.
Cal Ellenor is
Buirski's
very,
in trouble
good.
here. He might actually have this in.
He's got a hold of that arm, Gareth. And Buirski use that strength and get out of it. Strength over technique. Or will technique win out?
He has to pivot, and it looks like he's out of trouble. Now he's going.
May be able to transition to the triangle. He has those legs all the way up the back. You can see right there, slick submission artist there, Cal Ellenor.
Absolutely. Buirski gets the takedown, gets the position, and now Ellenor tries to get back to his feet. Buirski looking to take his back here, but he's going to have to work a lot harder to get that secured.
Well, he's grabbing a hold of that arm, unable to do it. Now can Cal Ellenor bring Buirski to the ground?
Pushed up back against the fence. Now Ellenor's going to look for this takedown. He's probably going to get it here. And he does.
Calpacino.
Side control. He should be able to pop his head out quite easily. Buirski should really let that go now.
Now sitting inside control is Calpacino, and he is looking to transition.
Minute 30 remains in the second round. In the side control, a lot of time frame to still work in this round. Right in front of Buirski's corner though.
And he's trying to get around to the back. He's trying to come around the back, but now
either way, he's got the full mount here. Buirski's going to have to try and tie him up. If he manages to posture up, I think this could be a tough night for Gareth Buirski.
Because we've already seen that he has some nice power.
Roll Wilson, he tries to escape, and he manages to do so. Now Buirski has the top position back. He has to capitalize on big manifest. And Pacino manages to reverse.
Well, he ducks his head into the legs of Buirski. It was actually a great desperation move to get out of trouble.
Good little scramble, good little tussle, nice little shift of momentum as well, one way and the other way.
He's going to try to get him again.
Yeah, he should be able to get him down.
Right in.
Buirski might have him here in that shot.
To a guillotine. You got to watch out. Buirski's strong.
Seconds remaining, but Buirski now looks to take it back. That was close.
Yes, it was.
That was close.
Buirski giving Ellenor all he can handle in this one. We are seeing a great performance from Gareth Buirski.
It just seems like he's struggling with the strength of Ellenor. I never thought I'd actually say that Gareth Buirski is struggling with someone else's strength, but it just seems like he's not able to, almost in his other fights, Gareth Buirski generally, especially in those sort of ground fights, he's almost able to bully his opponent, if you want to put it that way. And you know, it looks like Ellenor is doing the exact opposite. He is pretty much, when he wants to reverse, he's reversing. If he's trying to get the takedown, he gets the takedown. Whereas Buirski had to really fight for the takedowns. He has to really fight for position.
You see his brother right over his shoulder. Of course, our former welterweight champion, David Buirski. See the corner of CIT MMA, and the corner cam is always brought to you by Restonic Mattresses, crafting quality beds since 1938. A great performance, a game performance by Gareth Buirski, but Ellenor's looked very, very good as well. Let's go to the action replay.
Here's Buirski with that single, nice little, just sort of a flick of the leg, gets him down. But that takedown was significant for Ellenor. It was the positioning on his side significant as well.
Take a look at that scramble, Dirk.
Yeah, just great by Gareth Buirski to be able to get out of, which was a compromised position at that point in time. It looked like he nearly had this arm in guillotine. He is so strong, but Ellenor is being able to fight out of it quite easily as well. But a very nice back and forth battle between the two of them.
There it is, Cal Ellenor ready to go here. Signifying the third and final round is Naomi, our beautiful RDG Hexagon girls. Here we go. This has been a classic. This has been a fun fight between Ellenor and Buirski.
Ready, fight.
Third and final round is underway. Brought to you by 7 Stars Energy. Both men coming right out here. A lot of energy. Both men bouncing on their feet.
Can Buirski close the distance and get inside the pocket to trade with Ellenor? Ellenor, in my mind, probably just wants to do more of the same as what he did in that second round. Seemed like the momentum was in his favor. Big right there, Buirski is rocked!
Boom, baby!
Gets
right to the side of the head.
Goodness me, we spoke about it again and again and again. Straight, hard right hand. Knocks him right down, but he seems to have recovered.
For the time being, he still looks a little spacey there. Wow, we know how hard a head these Buirskis have. It takes a lot to knock out a Buirski boy.
Big right hand. Well, he's been looking for that. He's been threatening with that the whole night. Make no mistake about it. All the other times, Buirski's hands were up high. That time, though, gets through the defenses. These
Buirski,
tiny
you know he's going to try to change levels here. You know he's going to try to hit that takedown.
Yeah, you have to think so, but we've seen how he struggled to actually get him down. Possible to see Cal Ellenor in his first decision of his mixed martial arts career. Still a lot of time remains,
still
though,
an eternity to
3:35,
go.
but certainly so far it hasn't looked like either guy is going to finish this thing. Now Buirski's looking for the takedown. Can he drag him down to the deck? Great defense.
Ellenor not giving him that single leg. Ellenor pushes him up against the fence. May look for a takedown of his own. And he still might separate and throw a big punch after he rocked Buirski early in the round. You're watching EFC 62. Cyrus Fees, Dirtstein Camp on the call for this one. And it's been a good one in the bantamweight division.
Now looking for the takedown. He's got the hands clasped together. He should be sending Buirski for a ride here, and does. Drops him right down.
A short
Buirski.
ride.
A short ride. Little baby one.
Now, where's he go from here, though? That's the question. If you're Ellenor, you want to try to pop that head out.
Just drag him further onto the deck so you actually have some space to move. But Buirski's got that head locked up. You have to think that he has to let that go somewhere along the way.
Knee to the midsection there by Cal Ellenor. Gareth Buirski, the very durable Buirski.
Can hear Mono Fisser in the corner. He says the guillotine is on. I don't know that he can actually hook it in from here.
And he's going to right now. He's going to go
now
for
he's
it.
trying to squeeze him now. It's Gareth Buirski.
Wow, that's a really
He might be in
compromising
trouble.
position.
He lets it go. As strong as he is, it's so difficult when a guy's body is on that side.
It was a good chance to take. I mean, he listened to his coach and he executed. It was nearly going to put Ellenor into trouble, but Ellenor very, very good on the ground. Never been submitted before, never lost a fight before. The battle rages on here as UK's Cal Ellenor has controlled this one from the jump. Started off with that big right hand. And he's pretty much held on ever since.
Cal Ellenor in control of proceedings at the moment in the full guard of Gareth Buirski. Buirski wants to try and get him over here, but he's got such a strong wrestling base, does Cal Ellenor, that he's really struggled with the strength, I think, tonight. It's the first time that I've really seen Gareth Buirski struggle with someone's strength to this extent.
Yeah, usually he's the one with the strength advantage every time, but Ellenor, it just seems like all of his strength is all throughout his body, where it's kind of bunched up with Gareth Buirski. He just has a lot of power for a bantamweight.
I have seen Gareth Buirski knock someone out from this bottom position by throwing elbows, but I don't really see that happening.
Well, he's looking for it. He knows it's in his repertoire. He's going to try. It's exactly what he's doing right now.
30 seconds left to work. For my money, I think Cal Ellenor's got this in the bag, though.
Better stop. I have to call you out. You better stop. You're just going to get yourself in trouble. 20 seconds left here in your third and final round as these two bantamweights continue to fight it out on the ground. What a scramble it has been for the better part of a minute and a half. Giving it everything they got inside the hexagon.
Yeah,
What a fight.
It's been an absolute scrap from start to finish.
That was a great fight. And that's what we've come to expect from every time you see a Buirski inside it, and Gareth especially. Man, they just put up a great fight. They're always in the fight, and you can definitely make a case that he could have won that fight, especially in round one where it was just kind of iffy. Round one was iffy. There wasn't a whole lot of punches thrown. He was just on his back feet a little bit too much. Hey, I see you looking at me a little goofy, but I think this thing could be closer than you think. Restonic action replay, and there it was.
Right hand,
man, I thought it was done.
Straight down the middle. That's a testament to Buirski's conditioning, to be able to recover that quickly. Most guys, you land something that flush, that clean, that hard.
A shot like that, that's like a Tuesday at CIT. You know, I mean, that's like taking a couple of those.
The scary thing is you are not wrong. For my money, though, Cal Ellenor he landed the cleaner shots. He had better top control. He got his takedowns. He didn't have to work as hard for them. I don't really think he was in all that much trouble anywhere during the course of the fight. But, you know, Gareth Buirski, he never makes it easy for the judges.
No,
it's
not at
always
all.
some horrible close decision somewhere along the way. He's never really outclassed by his opponents. And, you know, for a guy that's 5-0, that's never gone to a decision. It just shows you the class of Gareth Buirski as well, that he was able to drag Ellenor, to drag the fight out. He certainly couldn't finish him.
Well, he took another step in his career, is exactly what he did to Ellenor. He finally went the distance, and he looked good doing it, especially in that third and final round. So we'll see if he won the round when it counts, and if he did enough to take home the victory, and he'll move to 6-0 and stay undefeated, and of course make a big splash here in the Extreme Fighting Championship as we await the decision, EFC 62, here from Carnival City.
Well, he's certainly a very welcome addition to this bantamweight division that's certainly got a lot of depth and a lot of talent already. Man, there's some good fights you can make with this guy.
Oh yeah, it gets you thinking 100%. What's it gonna be? It went to the judges. We'll see if the judges come to a decision. Let's send it up to Shane the Duke Wellington. He has our official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Ferrier scores this bout 29-28, Ellenor. Judge Bell scores this bout 29-28, Buirski. And Judge Carr scores this bout 29-28 to the winner by split decision, Gareth.